Hello everyone, this is Direwolf20 and welcome to episode 122 of Direwolf20's Let's Play series. Last episode we did some pretty cool stuff. We got ourselves a really nice bit of magical power here. We've got the Witch's Hand, which we found by finding a witch in the world and taking care of her. And then I also got myself a pretty nice setup here. You can see I've got this Mystic Power ability over on the left-hand side there of my screen, and it allows me to use this Witch's Hand to teleport around, teleport long distance, da-dun, and all kinds of other cool stuff. Oh, yeah, I should probably store my experience that I've got here. Nice. So, lots and lots of cool abilities, courtesy of this nifty Witch's Hand. Cool. So, what am I going to do this episode? Well, I decided to make myself a magic wand. Witches do need a little bit of power to help them out every now and then, and a magic wand, now that I have a bit of infused essence in my character, could go a long way towards helping me defend myself and attack any would-be attackers. So let's see what we need to do to get set up with this nifty magic wand. First off, I believe I need to make a mystical potion called the Mystical Ungent. So I'm going to need Rowan Sapling, Creeper Heart, couple things here, not terribly easy to get. Why don't I start working on a potion of strength, huh? I might have some potions of strength laying around, but it's blaze powder and then redstone. Let's see what we got here. Potion of strength 2. Okay, so let me get some blaze powder and some redstone and go start cooking that up. So we're going to want to throw it in here. Water bottles, these are my awkward potions. Cool, throw that in. And let's see what else I need. So I also have a creeper heart, and by now my strength potion should be ready. You know, I'll just get all three of them, just in case I ever need another strength potion. Redstone that up. Alright, what else do I need for this ungent stuff? Rowan sapling, redstone soup. Oh, do I have any more of that redstone soup stuff? If I do, it's probably back over there, so I'll have to check that out. If I don't, it's cool. Let's see. We'll also need a diamond and demonic blood. Well, the diamond I can absolutely handle right now. This will get me my potion of strength, my diamond, and demonic blood's probably not here, but let's teleport back to our witchery area. Oh, it's nighttime and it's raining. So I needed a rowan sapling, right? Let's see here. Yeah, rowan sapling. Okay, so there's the rowan sapling I'll need. Demonic blood. That's cool. But I think I need more redstone soup. That should be the last thing I need for this. So redstone soup. Let me get the stuff I need for that. Alright, just a little bit of distilling later, and I've got pretty much everything I need now, I think. The main thing I needed for this was some of that drop of luck for that redstone. That's always kind of a tricky recipe there. We need the water bottle, we need the refined evil, and we need the mutandis extremis. Gets us the drop of luck. Cool. So redstone soup. Redstone, tongue of dog, drop of luck. Redstone, tongue of dog, drop of luck. And then we're also going to need belladonna, wool of bat, mandrake. Wool of bat, mandrake, belladonna. And we'll come over here and we'll start brewing this stuff up. So 1, 2, 3. Oh, it figured out it's redstone soup. Nice. The fact that it's red's definitely a good sign. And then redstone should be the last ingredient. Nice. It's bubbling. Got the white particle effects. Redstone soup, you're mine. Cool. There it is. So let's get ourselves another bottle of water here. That's right, we need to bucket it, don't we? I always forget that. Okay, so the last step of this is redstone soup we've got. So now we need the soup, the potion, the diamond. The soup, the potion, the diamond. Rowan, creeper heart, demonic blood. Rowan, creeper heart, demonic blood. And here goes nothing. Oh yeah. We're definitely making progress. Cool. And Looks like we only get one of these Mystic Ungans. Oh well, that's okay. I'm going to put all my stuff away that I don't need here, and then get ready to infuse this Ent Twig with a little bit of magic power. All we got to do, I believe it's the small and medium white circles, so we should just drop both these items in here and activate the ritual and unknown rite. Alright, what'd I do wrong? Where's my infusion circle power awesomeness book? Circle magic. So we need the Rite of Infusion. Where would that be? Aha! Rite of Infusion. I need the Ent Twig and the Mystic Ungant, but it says to perform it at night. So I'll be back in a few minutes when it's nighttime. You know what? Maybe I'm being a little impatient here, but I might be able to pull off a little bit of a trick. Let's see. If I grab one of these... Stone Axe Quicklime 7x7 circle. Hooray! Haha, that was better. Alright, let's try this again. Ent Twig, Mystic Ungant. Hooray for nighttime. Nice! That's all that was required. Cool. I've got a Mystic Branch. So what can we do with this fun thing? Oh, all kinds of stuff. Oh, that sounds neat. Alright guys, I'm out in the world, and I'm being attacked. So you basically hold right-click on this nifty wand and draw the pattern that you want to follow. And you can cast nifty spells with it, as you can see. So Impedimentia slows down these guys. I can do right, right, left for a pushback effect. Haha, that's cool. You can do, let's see, left, up, up, down, down. You can find some of these on the wiki here. Left, up, down, down. Not working. That's not working either. No. Let's see. Some of these are pretty expensive to cast. Confundus. Uh-oh, it's starting to get nasty here. We could try right, right, up, left, up, right, I think. Up, left, up, right. Stupefy, one of my favorites. Ha! That zombie can't come after me anymore. Alright, so obviously there's too many mobs here. This is really useful, by the way, when you're fighting just a few mobs. Obviously there's nothing here that's going to be really good against a bunch of different mobs. But see how that zombie's kind of just like stuck there? He can't go after me? Ha, that's cool. Oh, you know what? Let me try this thing. Let's try up, up, down. Come here, you. I don't know if this will work on these guys, but it might. This will disarm whatever they're carrying, but I don't know if it works on blocks or if it only works with weapons. Doesn't seem to work on blocks. Either that or he's picking it up too quickly again. That's fine. Dude, that Stupefy lasts a while, doesn't it? He is really just kind of stuck there and not moving anymore. I want to try that again. Stupefy was right, right, up, left, up, right. And you can see once you've, you know, finished it, it doesn't do anything. You get stupefied. Haha, that's so cool. So as you guys can probably tell, this is costing me just a little bit of my magical power on the right side, or on the left side over there. So this will drain your power, so don't forget to go ahead and recharge yourself. Stupefy, go. I want to try it on this peck. That must not be working on them. Either that or I keep missing them. Alright, I better recharge my power. Let's head back to our mystical circles. Definitely have fun with this wand. There's a lot of different spells you can cast, but it's one of my favorites. Let's see. Potion of Regeneration. I believe that's all I needed, right? Just drop this guy in here and go. There we go. Getting filled back up. Alright, see you guys in a minute. There's something else I want to work on with you. Alright guys, time to get into a mod that I have not used even once in this series yet. That's right, there's actually a mod that I haven't even touched that's part of this mod pack. And I'm going to use it to build, well, I don't know, let's say just like a little secret hideaway, if we will. Let's take a look. This mod is called QCraft. For this, we're going to need to get some quantum dust. This is just found in the world, so my mining operations have picked this up as we've been going through. And what I'd like to do is use it to build a secret room that's only going to be available when I want it to be, and otherwise it's going to be completely gone. That's kind of the plan, at least. So in order for the secret dust to work, there's a couple things that we're going to want to check out in QCraft. So first off, we need to get this quantum dust, which is mined from quantum ore. So when we find quantum ore in the world, we're getting quantum dust. And the only use of this stuff is to make a couple things like essence of superposition, essence of observation, and essence of entanglement. So there's a couple cool things we can do with this. And I'm actually going to use it for a little secret base, but then I'm also going to use it for a little bit of a trap that I want to set for potential Enderman interaction. So let's take a look. So first off, we've got quantum dust. This stuff will create an essence of superposition, which is exactly what I want. So I'm going to get some essence of superposition for myself right here. That's this coolness. I'm actually going to get a little bit more of it, but for now this should do. So let's get ourselves some bricks. Yeah, stone bricks will do, and I'm also going to get myself a little bit of cobblestone, just so I have enough. And I don't know if this works in the AE crafting table. It should, actually, so it probably shouldn't be a problem. But I'm going to go ahead and craft it. So place your essence of superposition in the center. Now, what this does is it allows a block to look like other blocks depending on how you observe it. So it's based on the concepts of quantum mechanics and superposition basically being that an object can be in multiple states until you actually look at it and observe it. So let's take a look. If I want to observe it from the west or east side of a block, I want it to look like stone bricks. If I observe it from the north and south of the blocks, I want it to look like cobblestone. And actually, if I want to observe it from the top or bottom, I want it to look like a grass block. You ready? So let's take a look. So the way this works is we just place it in the world, and whatever way we're looking, so right now I'm looking in the western direction, you'll see that it looks like bricks, just like we predicted. And if I look at it from the easterly direction, it'll still look like bricks. But like I said, if I look at it from the north or south position, I want it to look like cobblestone. Oh, that's pretty cool. And then finally, looking at it on the top or bottom, we'll make it look like grass. Now what's cool about this is it doesn't change as long as you're continuing to look at it, but if you look away for just a second and then look back, you'll see it quickly change into the form that you've designated. So as long as I'm looking at it from looking top down, it's not going to change, but I look away for a second and look back, and boom, it instantly turns into the grass block. Cool, right? Now there's another thing we can do to trick this and make it react a little bit better. Now the only downside to this, by the way, is when you break the block, you're going to get the actual block itself. You're not going to get the superimposed block, so you do have to craft another one of these guys to get it going. So that's step one. Step two is I want to show you guys what happens if you leave some of these sections blank. So if I were, for example, to make this quantum block right here and set it up so that just the same way, looking at it from either one of these directions will get me cobblestone and bricks. But if I look at it from the top, let's see, ta-da, it's gone. Where did it go? It's invisible. It's actually still there. You'll note that you're not able to place a block in that space, so it's still kind of reserved there, but there's no appearance to it, and you can walk right through it. So I think it would be really cool to make this stuff into a base. So how am I going to do that? Well, it's not going to be a full-blown base, obviously. Like, I'm not going to recreate my whole base, but I would like to have just a simple room that I can kind of hide away in and not have to worry about the Enderman ever discovering it. So let's get set up. What I'm thinking is, let's see, which side will I want the blocks to be observed on in order for them to solidify? That's really the question. You know what? I'm not too worried about it. So I'm going to make it, again, mostly out of stone. And I'm probably going to want another set of these. So let's get like a stack. Yeah, that'll be good. I don't know exactly how much I'll need, but I mean, I've got a decent amount of the quantum dust, and I can go get more if I need to. So that should be good. So now that we've got that set up, I wouldn't mind building. Let's get some more bricks here. There we go. So if I went ahead and made these guys, what I should get is west and east gives me a block. North and south gives me not a block. Okay, cool. So let's get this thing picked up. And now what I want to make is another essence. This is the essence of entanglement. This is where the stuff gets really cool. So we need quantum dust and superposition in the center, I believe, right? Yeah. So I'm going to get like, I guess all of them is what I'm going to need to get. And what I should be able to do here is entangle two of these blocks together like this. Cool. And then if I were to entangle this group with another set, I'll get more. Cool. So keep entangling them all together. This will require just a few clicks. That should be good for now. Hey. Alright. They're both part of group 1. I don't know why they're not stacking, but I'll see that in a minute. So what's cool about these, when you position your blocks, you'll note that they kind of both react the same way. So if I look at one, it should allow me to see it. Let's see, I might have to look at it from this direction. There we go. And it automatically brought this one into the world as well. So these two blocks are kind of entangled together so that they can share their state. Neat. Cool. So that's working. So let's get this guy back and this guy back. And these guys should be together. I don't know. Like I said, they're not stacking together, but you can see when you mouse over that they're both part of group 1. So then the final step of this is I'm going to want, from QCraft, this nifty guy, the automatic observer. So the automatic observer just requires an essence of observation, which is this thing. And then I can make one real quick, provided I have stone, which I don't at the moment. So let's request like 1,000. And then hopefully by now, good. So what I can do here, you know what, I want another one of these. So let's actually get one more. There we go. Cool. So what I can do then is place one block here. I'm going to have this here and this here. So these respond to redstone, and you want the wider side to point at the block that you want to affect. And I'm going to go ahead and get a NOT gate and some red alloy wire. Might need redstone, vanilla redstone. I'm not sure if this interacts with red alloy wire or not, but we're going to find out in a minute. So let's see. So if I have that guy there and I set up, you know, a couple of these here like this, and I had one of these to one of these. Cool. So all I need to do then is flip the lever. So regardless of how I'm looking at it, it doesn't matter what I'm looking at. The independent observer, this guy right here, overrides any players looking at the blocks. So by using the independent observer, a NOT gate, and a little bit of redstone, we can control whether or not the blocks exist in the world with a simple redstone signal. So flip the switch and they're gone, flip it again, and they're back. Alright, so I'm just going to make a few more entangled blocks here. So I should be able to shift click this down, and there we go. We've got group 1. Can shift click this guy. That'll do. Everybody's part of group 1 now. Nice. Alright, so again, we occasionally get some where they won't stack, but they're part of the same group, so it should all work. So let's see if I can build a nice little room that can exist or not exist on the flip of a lever. So what I'm thinking I'll do here is, just to get it started, I'm going to bump this out, and then I might want a couple other things, but that's okay, we'll see. Let's get this guy set up like this. 1, 2, 3. And one that's there, I want to probably set up right now before I get too far into this, because I want to make sure this doesn't fall out from under me. And I can move this later. I want to see where I want to place this thing. I basically want to build the same thing I built a minute ago, but I'm just deciding where I want it to be. I guess right here wouldn't be a terrible spot for it, and we could always move it if we need to. So remember, it's this, and a lever with redstone to a NOT gate to that. Cool. So when the lever's on, nice. So I could, of course, put this wherever I wanted to, right? Like I could have a wireless redstone thing. You know what? I might actually move it into my basement. Yeah, why don't I put it in my basement? I'll be right back. I'm going to go set it up down there. I'm going to use wireless redstone for this. So yeah, basically what I want to have here is this guy leading into the automatic observer with one of these quantum entangled blocks. This guy here. We could have a NOT gate. There we go. And we'll make this frequency 20. And we'll call it Q room. Cool. So let's see what happens. If we come up here, frequency 20, Q room. Nice, look at that. Flip the lever, the blocks disappear. So I'm going to keep these on. I'm going to build a little room out of this stuff. I'll be back in a minute once I have the room built. Alright guys, so the only trick with this is remember that you won't ever be able to get back some stuff. So I'm going to make sure that my group 1 here, my quantum entangled group, that's group 1, I leave a few of these in the crafting terminal. I went ahead and made, I think I'm pretty much out of this stuff right now, unfortunately. So if I want any more of this, I'm going to have to go activate my mining machine or something like that. And also, unfortunately, I don't think there's any good way to get it back. I don't think that I can get it back with like Silk Touch or something like that. So yeah, the downside is you get just regular old stone bricks back. Alright, so let's get this room built, at least as best as we can with our current resources. You can see I'm actually making it smaller than my normal 9x9. I'm going with a 7x7. I also want to save a little bit for the trap that I have in mind for the Enderman. Cool. Alright, that doesn't look terrible. So what do I have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. By 5, 25 for the center. Or if I want 7x7, I need 49. Wow, I'm really kind of low on these quantum blocks here. Let me see how much I got left. Yeah, I've got 1 quantum dust left. Right. That's not going to be good. Alright, well, let's get, I guess, a roof on this thing for now. I'm going to have to get more quantum dust. Kind of surprised that I don't have that much of it. I guess it's more rare than I expected. Alright, that'll do. Oh, that's cool. Look at that. You can imagine you could have some fun with this. So there's one more thing I'll note about quantum dust, is it does take on the properties of whatever it's morphing into. Oh yeah, don't walk into the lasers. So if you shift it, for example, into sand, it will fall. And that might be where I might come into a play with a little bit of a trap for my Enderman friends. I'm not really sure if there's quantum dust. I'm imagining there should be in here. So let's activate. There's cobblestone in here? There's cobblestone in here, then my mining operation should be running. But I don't think it is. So I should go check on that. Okie dokie, crisis averted. My turtle was facing the wrong way for some reason. I guess he got locked facing, towards the chest for some reason, and has since stopped working. But he's back. He's running again. So I might let this run for a little bit and see if I can't get some good old Quantum War stuff going into the chest. Let's see. I'm actually kind of curious if we'll get some of this quantum stuff. But of course, we're in the middle of a pillar here, so we have to let this thing clear out everything in front of it. Not too bad. All right, we'll be back in a minute. All right, got everything running again. Kind of curious if we'll see any quantum dust show up. All right, guys, so just taking a quick look in the NEI system, I'm going to let this run for a little bit, hopefully collect a little bit more quantum dust between this episode and next, and then when we come back, I would like to set up a little bit of an Enderman trap, maybe around my base. I also might want to set up a couple more defenses just in case we do have an assault. Anyway, for now, I think it is a good wrapping up point for the episode, so hope you guys enjoyed it. We'll be back next time to check out some of the cool stuff we can do with this craziness. Now, why are you all of a sudden misbehaving? I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll get it fixed. All right, for now, Direwolf20 signing off. Take it easy.